Welcome to Marine Geek YouTube channel. This is Chief Engineer Swapnil Tamankar and let's begin with our new video.
Let's hear and clear some confusions regarding STCW refresher courses.
So let's hear and clear some confusions regarding this STCW certification, which on a daily basis I am able to see on my Telegram group. Should I do the basic refresher courses even when I have advanced refresher courses? We all know refresher courses is RF course, so I have just wrote there RF. Why is company telling me to do basic refresher courses even when I have advanced refresher course certificate? By doing my advanced courses practicals, my advanced refresher certificate is getting extended by 5 years. But what about my basic refresher certificate? So should I do that practicals as well, or that gets extended by default? My friend is doing only advanced practicals, but my company told me to do advanced plus basic refresher. Why is that so? My previous refresher certificate was combined, but now I have heard that the maritime training institutes are not giving combined certificates. Should I do advanced refresher and basic refresher both as separately? Is it mandatory to do the PST refresher if one has valid PSCRB refresher? I'm having a valid AFF refresher certificate. Should I do FPFF refresher course also? My previous refresher course certificate was only PSCRB refresher and separate certificate for PST refresher for 18 months. If I do PSCRB refresher practicals, can both the certificates will get extended, or only the PSCRB refresher certificate will get extended? Should I do advanced refresher course also when my basic refresher courses are valid? I am sailing as third engineer. Should I do advanced refresher course only, or advanced and basic refresher? So let's see how to solve these troubles and queries. So I'm going to divide this video into 3 different sections, and before we proceed further, one should clearly understand the 3 things. Why are advanced refresher courses called as advanced refresher courses? One should look into that what do you mean by advanced? That really it is advanced in nature, that if you ignore your basic refresher courses just by doing advanced refresher courses, is it correct, sufficed, etc.? Do we really need to have basic refresher and advanced refresher courses both? And who will do which courses, basic refresher or advanced refresher, or both refresher courses? So if I am not mistaken, why are advanced refresher courses called as advanced refresher courses? That the advanced courses competencies or the course content over here includes managerial tasks, it includes training to other seafarers, control, organize, investigate, inspect, service, taking charge. You can see that this is management level words, okay, whereas the basic courses competencies or the topics or the subjects which are there in this course are straightforward procedures: survive, dawn, swim, jump, use, extinguish, enter, pass, etc. So you can say that one is giving orders and one is taking orders. Competencies or course subjects which are taught when doing the course, and you become competent to understand and execute the actions when needed. Advanced courses or advanced refresher courses are all for those who are in managerial or leader or a rank, who orders or who designate tasks, or the top rank holders or head of departments, etc. Right? So do we really need to have basic refresher and advanced refresher courses both? So the competencies or the course subjects are totally different. However, if you are eligible to do advanced refresher courses, then along with advanced you need to do basic refresher courses as well. If you are eligible to do only basic refresher course, then do only basic refresher and no need to do any advanced refresher courses at all. Okay. I have done this particular video completely with respect to these topics. The complete dilemma, why basic, why advanced has been done. Please do check it out, this video. I'm giving you this link in the video for this in the description below. Please check it out. So if anyone wants to do refresher courses, then it depends on two things. The two things over here clearly is the rank you are serving and the type of previous refresher certificate you are holding. That is the previous valid certificate. It doesn't matter whether you are holding an 18-month certificate or a 5-yearly. The type of previous refresher certificate we are looking at. Since who will do which courses, who will do only do basic courses, who will do advanced, etc. So all ranks of supervisor or managerial in nature, head of departments, that means what? All officers, able seafarer deck, or the who are ABs, who are having COP AB holders, will be doing advanced plus basic refresher courses. They are going to lead their managers. Engine ratings, trainees, saloon ratings need not do any advanced courses. They are not in a leadership position. They are not in managerial nature of duties. They will not be doing any advanced courses. The types of previous refresher certificates, I want to denote some time over here. There is a lot of confusion with respect to the certificates. So I have divided these three refresher certificates into three different parts. The first one is the combined refresher certificate. The next one is the individual or a standalone certificate. And the third one is the new one, what we get right now is the included certificate. So what is this all about? The combined certificate, we all know, are the pre-COVID era certificates. We clearly have seen the certificates in many of my videos. You can see the previous video as mentioned. I have also done the same thing in my previous Ask Marine Geek episode number 10 also. Please do check it out. Over here the title is clearly mentioned that it includes advanced firefighting refresher as well as firefighting refresher. The title over here clearly mentions that it does not only considers PSCRB refresher, but it also has PST refresher also, right? So some might have this certificates. I personally have this certificate from 2018. Some freshers also might be having it, right? So some of them might be having it, and now it is their time, right, to revalidate or do the refresher certificate. So the confusion stays that if I have this certificate, what am I supposed to do? The second type is an individual standalone. After the COVID era, there was a lockdown, and when the decision came to start it on an online basis, which was roughly in the month of August 2020, the same scenario, the combined certificate was the one which everyone thought. But in September 2020, there was a clarification from the DG Shipping that we are not going to give combined certificate. Each course is on its own. So they started giving the certificate as a individual or a standalone. So when you are saying this standalone, that means this certificate doesn't include both. If it is for advanced firefighting, then it includes only advanced firefighting. If it is for PSCRB, it is only for PSCRB. If it is for FPFF refresher, it is only going to be for FPFF refresher. If it is going to be PST refresher, it is going to be only for PST refresher. And the third one, definitely after the DG circular came, that you are going to have an included refresher courses certificate from 5th July 2021. Then the title was not changed. The title remained refresher training in advanced firefighting. The subject line over here has been changed, that it includes advanced firefighting as well as the FPFF refresher competencies, and same thing for your PSCRB, that includes PST refresher. I have the detailed video that why my certificates doesn't say that includes basic refresher, because it is an included one, not a combined one. Okay, so that is the whole scenario as now. So I have done this particular video over here that why my advanced refresher course certificate doesn't include basic refresher course. The basic idea behind it, do check it out. I will give you the link in the description as well as in the I button. So now coming back to the same question, that if anyone wants to do the refresher courses, so basically we have to ask only two questions, that at what rank you are serving and the type of previous refresher certificate you are holding. It doesn't matter whether it is of 18 months or 5 years, right? So I will be keep on asking myself over here that what am I supposed to do, which certificate I have to do, which course I have to do. So I already have 18 months part A refresher certificate. What to do next to get 5 years validity certificate? So we will be asking ourselves that the query has not stated that which certificate you have. Okay, I don't know your rank. Okay, I don't know which certificate. So considering that if you have AFF refresher certificate individual, right, individual, that means a standalone certificate, then you require to do practicals for AFF refresher. And if you have an FPFF refresher certificate individually done as mentioned in the previous section of this particular video, then you have to do the practicals for FPFF refresher also. If you have any AFF refresher certificate included, right, that is the post 5th July 2021 certificate, still you require to do practicals for AFF refresher only. Right. I already have the old combined refresher certificate issued before the COVID era, which is going to expire soon. So what am I supposed to do now? So as discussed before, we have to ask ourselves what is our rank. We are in a managerial position. We have to do advanced plus basic. The combined certificate is already a combined one. So now you have to do the post 5th July 2021. That means you have to do only the advanced version and you will be getting an included certificate for the same. The next question, by doing my advanced courses practicals, my advanced refresher certificate is getting extended by 5 years. What about with my FPFF refresher certificate? Will it get extended or not? No, it is not. Each course certificate, advanced or basic, if they are on standalone basis, then the practicals will extend only that particular certificate. So if your certificate is a standalone one, right, so you have a separate certificate for AFF refresher, you have a separate certificate for FPFF refresher, you have to do the practicals for each and every individual course. So as mentioned before, you have a separate PSC-RB refresher certificate and a separate certificate for PST refresher. So if you do the practicals for PSC-RB refresher, the PSC-RB refresher certificate will get extended. If you do the PST-RF practicals separately, which you need because you have a separate certificate, then the PST refresher certificate will be getting extended. However, if you have the combined old one pre-COVID era, just do the PSC-RB refresher. So I am having a valid AFF refresher certificate. Should I do the FPFF refresher course also? It is mentioned in the previous videos as well that both the course certificates are required for sailing as well as for your COC revalidation, etc. So depending upon your rank, since you have already asked about AFF refresher, I hope you are in a managerial position. So depending upon the certificate you are holding up right now, if you have an individual AFF refresher certificate, you will be doing the practicals of AFF refresher and a separate theory and practicals of your FPFF refresher. If you have the combined one pre-COVID era certificate, just do the AFF refresher practicals, and if you have the AFF refresher included, that is after 5th July 2021, just do the AFF refresher practicals and the FPFF practicals will also be taken care of. I am sailing as third engineer, that means an officer rank. Should I do advanced refresher course only or advanced and basic refreshers? We all know that for an officer we require advanced as well as basic refresher. So if you have part A AFF refresher certificate individual, then you have to do both courses separately or treat all the courses separately. If you have the combined, just do the advanced refresher and you will be getting your included or the certificate, refresher certificate. And if you have a AFF refresher included, then do your AFF refresher practicals such that it becomes from 18 months to 5 years, and no need to do a separate FPFF refresher practicals, as the included certificate takes care of it. So for the conclusion, if you have combined certificate, that is the pre-COVID era certificate, do advanced courses theory plus practicals. If you have individual advanced certificate, that is the before 5th July 2021, where only one course, one certificate, do practicals of advanced and basic refresher courses practicals separately and get each certificate separately. So doing a practical for advance is not going to extend your basic refresher certificate. And if you have included advanced certificate, that is the certificate done after 5th July 2021, do practicals of advanced only and no need of doing basic refresher practicals, as the same certificate is going to get extended, which also includes the basic refresher. Some more important information or news you can say is that some flag states don't give any importance of these DG circulars, which has stated that the certificate has included the basic refresher competencies. Flag states wants clear title heading on the certificate, and just writing competencies and STCW chapters is not going to solve any troubles for the Indian mariners in the near future. So my suggestion for everyone is, for those who are doing advanced and basic both together, is please do advanced refresher and basic refresher separately. Do not rely on included certificate. Don't want any Indian mariner to go through harrowing experience outside India while sailing. I sincerely hope this video has aided in sorting out the doubts and queries regarding the refresher courses and what all courses need to be done and by whom. And let's hope I have answered all your doubts regarding STCW refresher courses. Of course, any other further doubts regarding the refresher courses, you can put it in the comment section.
Like this video if you haven't done so far, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to click that bell notification next to it. Stay safe, stay secure, God bless. This is me, Chief Engineer Swapnil Namarkar, signing off.